Here are the 5 steps. The first one is to determine whether you are the right fit for data scientist. Data scientist is not for everyone. Data science is not for everyone. So first determine whether you make a good candidate for data science. The second step is to learn some tools, programming languages, fundamentals of it, and get your hands into programming. The third step is to learn the fundamentals of mathematics, statistics, probability, etc., which will be used when you learn machine learning, which is the more advanced concepts. The next step is for you to learn and practice machine learning. You'll also be learning more advanced things in Python. Most likely you'll be using a lot of libraries that are specialized for machine learning. And the last step is to practice and practice and practice. You reverse engineer existing solutions and then practice. So it is important for you to first assess if you are going to make a good data scientist. Not to lose hope if these qualities do not describe you today. You could always learn these and start enjoying these, or choose a different data professional like data engineering, data analyst, business analyst, ML engineer, etc. So let's begin with what are the important qualities for a data scientist. So data scientists are very detail oriented. This is important for a lot of data jobs because you're always looking at data. You need to be able to pick out any anomalies, anything that seems off, and identify patterns. So it is important to be detail oriented, attention to detail. The next thing is a data scientist shouldn't be afraid of mathematics or equations or complex concepts. You are not repelled by them, you're not scared of them, and your mathematical and statistics background is pretty strong. Another good quality of a data scientist is the data scientists are not afraid of data, a lot of data. When data scientists see a lot of data, they're not afraid. They're not running away from spreadsheets. They're not running away from large CSV files or SQL tables. They like more data. More data, the better. Another important quality for a data scientist is a continuous learner and someone who calls themselves lifelong learners. They're always learning. They enjoy learning new concepts, and this is important to stay relevant in the field of data science because every year there are so many, papers being published related to AI and data science, and it's hard to keep up with all the latest research and latest tools that are coming out. So unless you're learning every single day, at least for 30 minutes, it would be very hard to be a good data scientist. Last but not the least, a good data scientist is also interested in the business process and has understanding of how a business or an industry works and operates. This is important because right now there are not many people in the business who understand how data science works, and most of the times it's a small team of data scientists solving and building these models and solving the problems of business. In this case, it becomes very important for the data scientists to understand the business so they can solve the right problem. All right, now that you've decided to pursue data science, the first thing that you should be learning is a programming language. And the programming language that data scientists love is Python. R is also popular among data scientists, but R does not have all the libraries and tools to take analysis, model building, deployment, all of it. So Python is still the most popular programming language that's used by data scientists. Is R required? No. If you know Python very well, that should be good enough. So some of the data scientists mix and match for different steps. For like analysis, they would use R. For the rest of the things, they would use Python. Either way, you can get started with Python. You can check out the description below the video for some of the Python tutorials on YouTube. I'll put the links below. The third step is to learn the concepts. So if you already do not have a strong mathematics and statistics background, you should spend some time learning the fundamentals of mathematics and statistics and also probability. This is what are the foundations for machine learning algorithms. Without these basics, it would be very hard for you to understand what these machine learning algorithms do and how do you go about building these machine learning algorithms, or even to choose a machine learning algorithm, you need to understand the math behind it. And this is very important for data scientists. Again, check out the description in this video below for links to some of these mathematics concepts and courses. All right, so moving on to the next step. The next step is for you to learn the machine learning concepts. One, you need to be clear about what the machine learning is and how the machine learning works, the philosophy, the different steps involved in machine learning, the entire data science pipeline or the life cycle. And this is more advanced than the third step, the math and the statistics. Those become the pillars on which you would build these concepts. So in this step, you would ideally take a machine learning focused course on Coursera, Udemy, or other online platforms to learn machine learning. So this is when you could leverage those courses and grow from it. While you do this, you would also be doing most of these courses in Python. So you would also be picking up various libraries and tools that are specifically designed for machine learning. Finally, the fifth step is about practicing and reverse engineering. So the way you can learn how to choose machine learning models, how to process the data, how do you exercise what you've learned in the previous steps, is by putting it into practice. So you would go ahead and do a lot of projects. There are a lot of amazing projects in Kaggle. There are a lot of other challenging problems that are available. And if you don't want to follow anything, that's fine too. Just take the data set, understand the requirements, and start building a model for it. Of course, you'll not have any way to test it out. So as a beginner, you would go ahead and do the projects that others also have done. That way you would be able to know if you're on the right path and make corrections. So the fifth step is reverse engineering and practicing. So this brings to the end of the video. Please do subscribe, like, and share if you found value in this video. Thank you.